Hello, beauties. Are you still enough? Notice how I'm not asking, are you still enough? But are you still enough? Are you spending enough of your time in sacred stillness, just listening to what your heart and your spirit, your mind have to say, as opposed to just listening to the thinking mind that wants us to go, 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 run, 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 rush, 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 hurry up until we're dead. So one of the most essential aspects of connecting to the spiritual being that you are innately and have always been and will return to is to sitting in stillness, is being with yourself. And it's one of the most common responses to when I ask clients, coaching clients, how will you achieve that trust that you already know what the best thing and the right way for you to go is? How can you more fully connect with all that is, and the knowing that this journey is for you, that it is happening through you and by you, and it is co-created with all that is? And the answer that I always get is to sit with myself more, to be in silence and stillness. And so this is my offering for you today. We had the Aries archetype in our moon, our mama moon, last night and tonight. And I film this class every Tuesday evening Eastern Standard Time at 9:30 p.m. It's a live stream. You can join me for $20 a session. And then I'll post it to YouTube after the moon has shifted out of that sign. And so it's this great way to get all of the energy in your subconscious mind, and it's also a way for you to have an excuse, if you need one, to lay the fuck down, to just receive. This is another massive theme that I hear from everyone, and not just clients. I can't slow down, I can't stop. If I don't do that, then I'll lose everything. There's nothing to lose. You always have you. You always have this literally innate interconnectedness with the universe, with spirit, with source, with God, with however you define your higher power as. And that cannot be taken away. And what does it bring you to refuse or deny, to do what Adam did to Lilith and kick out, make wrong, and refuse that part of yourself that just says, I need to rest, I need to just lay here, I need to close down my eyes in the middle of the day and just be with what's happening inside of me? What does it bring you to not feel your feelings? What do you get? What do you gain, literally? And the more important question, because that one is going to be what it always is, what everyone always says, oh, negativity, fear, stress, pain, all the best things in life, not. But what do you stand to gain when you do allow yourself to sit in stillness and silence and allow yourself to receive the messages that are here for you and are always here for you when you choose to listen and interpret them through your intuition, through your God consciousness, through spirit, through the divine, through the Akash, through your angels and ancestors and all that ever was and all that ever will be. And the most important question I can ask you is, what is not possible in this lifetime if you don't shift, if you don't make any change and you just stay as you are, not taking the time to sit in stillness. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to give you this 1 hour a week to commit to just be with you. So every other week is Yoga Nidra. It was just last night. I'm filming this on Wednesday. It's Tuesday nights. And every other week is a restorative class, and they are both based on the astrology of the position that the moon is in that day. So I invite you to join me to lay down. Both classes are done laying down, and I highly recommend you do them from your bed. Period. Full stop. Get in bed. For the restorative, get all your pillows, even couch cushions, all the stuff. For Nidra, just have a little towel roll. You don't want a big pillow to prop your head forward. You want to have your whole spine in a straight line. So, if not these classes, what? If not you, who? If not now, when? What is that just 1% shift that you deserve? You deserve it. You are a precious child of the universe, no different than everything that is, no different than a child, a precious child. You are that, and you are everything. You are so important, you are so special, you are so unique, and we need you as a collective to be in your power, to be fully in your intuitive sense, so that you know what is right for you, so that you move towards that with the, as I say in my recovery meetings, with the dogged determination of a suicide bomber. Of course, I don't want anyone to be a suicide bomber. It's an awful parallel. But that's how much commitment you need to have to discovering who you are and what you are here for, because we need to change the world. Period. We need to. That's why we're here. We're not here to just go along swimming in the soup doing the same old. We're here to be change makers. We're here to recreate the new earth and the entire planet, at the very least, the planet, to make it better than how we found it when we came in, when we incarnated into this life. So enjoy this class, please, and hopefully you will enjoy it and reconnect so that you can register for the live stream when they are happening in a timely fashion. I am also teaching a restorative astrology of the Taurus full moon women's circle on Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is in person, but it will also be live stream if you register before the day, before Saturday. So please join me. It's a beautiful celebration of all that we have. So, right, we come from Aries energy, the first sign of the Zodiac, this I am. I have a right to exist and be here exactly as I am. No changes, unapologetic. This is me. I make no apologies. And then we shift into the second house, right? The I have, the material, the tangible, the physical, the financial. So join me to get really in touch with just making lists of everything that you have, and bring with you, you know, all of your oils and your tarot and your oracle cards and your coziest clothing and your jewels and your mala beads and your incense and your candles, and celebrate all that we have, because we have so much. We are so abundant. It is insane how abundant we are, how plentiful our life is. From our health and our well-being to every little thing that we own, every tangible item. You know, I have all these rings and earrings and all these outfits and yummy yoga pants and this cozy hat and a home and a bed and warmth and love and family and friends and food and Everything is so full and fabulous. My schedule is just that as well. I have a full schedule. I have it. So what do you have? And yeah, what are you owning? What are you owning about what you have in your life? So good. All right. I didn't know that I was going to do this right now, but I'm going to do a breath work, pranayama, for a pranayama and a yoga posture for this Taurus moon. Maybe I'll edit this video later, but here we go. Luckily, I always have my yoga mat handy. Filthy little mat, as she were, as you soldier. So our breath work, our pranayama is, I've done it before, but it's just so good, Astrika, because it's working your perineum muscle. It's the Muladhara chakra, the very basis, the existence of you, and then like calling in all that you have. So it's the Aries and the Taurus energy. It's both of them. You're going to engage your root chakra, your root lock or Mula Bandha. That is simply the muscle that you contract to stop yourself from urinating. You all know this, just no one can see it. So I can't really demonstrate engaging my perineum muscle. It would be inappropriate, highly inappropriate to show you that, right? Even if I show you the biological or anatomical diagram, you'd be like, what the? Yeah, it's that area of the body, okay? So engage that like a lotus flower, pretty little lotus flower, engaging or closing up, and then exhale. And then release it. And inhale and let your belly get big. So then we start getting into the Swadhisthana, the sacral chakra, this creation center, right? If you're a female, you have your ovaries are here. Even if you're a male, it's in the same area where all of this is created. It's creation energy. So what do you have? You have all of creation within you. You possess creation energy. You can do whatever you need to in this life. So engage that. This is driving me crazy. This little Aries broom handle sticking out with the red. Just trying to make a scene. Typical Aries, right? Because the moon's going to shift and Aries is like, no, I don't want to go. Just keep the focus on me. Taurus is like, no, I have it. I have it. I want everything to be pretty. So then place your hands there. Fingertips down by your pubic bone. Exhale. Engage that Mula Bandha, the root lock, the perineum muscle, and exhale, draw your belly back. Inhale, release it all. Like, let the floodgates open up. Fill the belly, fill up the palms. Exhale, draw it back. It's a little bit counterintuitive, right? Inhale, release and fill. Exhale, draw it back. Good. Keep going. We're going to speed it up at your own pace. 5 more. I don't know why. 3 would have been better. Okay, great. Just sit with that. How does that feel? Are you judging yourself for being able to or not being able to do it? Or are you celebrating yourself like, yeah, I got it. I can do this. I know Bastrika. I've learned this from Beth about 1,000 times before. Regardless, right? And then for posture. Sit with that breath, really work with it, because it's a beautiful experience to get to know your breath. And that's something that you can do in relative stillness with yourself. Then we're going to come into a low squat. Malasana. This is a great posture for the Taurus energy. You are literally splitting the root. You are awakening, enlivening that Muladhara chakra, right? The root, and then it's got to be in the sacral as well, because you need it to kind of stabilize, to hold up the low back, so that you can hold this and breathe here. If you can hold this and breathe here, amazing. If you can't even bend down that far, right? If your heels come up, it's okay, right? We have so much tightness in the hips. It's a really challenging one, and it's meant to be, because life is challenging. And working with these energies can be challenging and also enlivening. So just do what you can. Work with what you got. What do you got? What do you have? Try that breath again, that Bastrika breath. It's going to be really hard here. Big belly on the inhale. Exhale, try to pull it back. Like you have to, we're doing the PP dance while we're in a squat. This is kind of perfect, right? It's just like, oh my God, it's just like the video I filmed of the grounds for sculpture where it's a girl squatting and peeing. This is like the perfect, like squat and pee is like Aries and Taurus at the same time. It's so wild. It's like I have a right to be here and I also have to pee. So I have a right to like squat here and pee without being indecent about it, but totally am being indecent about it. Okay, my hips are getting tired. Inhale, big belly. Exhale, engage. Draw the belly back. One more. Inhale, big belly. Exhale, engage, draw it back. And then you can just, whatever you feel. Come down to your knees. Come down to a seat. If you have a block, you can sit on top of the block in a kneeling position. Also could be really nice to sit in Padmasana, lotus, or just, like the traditional butterfly pose, still splitting the root, bringing attention and awareness and energy into the Mula Bandha, the root, and into the sacral. And then take this moment right here and right now to be present and be still. And if this isn't comfortable enough with your legs, mine's not, bring them to a position that is comfortable enough for you to be still. We'll just be here for a minute. We'll time it. A minute. Breathe. Breathe your breath, your prana. Am I still enough? How might I allow my breath to flow more freely and be in stillness? How can I support myself to tune into all that is, all that ever was, and all that will be? Gently open your eyes, come back to the space, and I would love to hear from you. Are you still enough? And how are you supporting yourself to believe that you have the right to exist, that you deserve to spend your time in that stillness, connecting to your higher power, so that you can be the change you wish to see in the world? And what do you have? What is supporting you? What are all of the possessions that you have that are helping you today in this very now moment, right? Like Lori Ladd says. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please join either my Tuesday evening restorative or yoga nidra, or my this Saturday and every new and full moon I do a restorative women's circle specifically. Also, if you're interested in letting go of all toxicity in your life and you are looking for a committed program that is a community of women, Feminine Firing Squad is my quintessential program. It begins January 15th. We will be addressing topics like setting boundaries, how we interact with our own habits and addictions, how we take personal responsibility for showing up for ourselves in our lives, how we let go of toxic relationships and patterns and thought processes, limiting beliefs, inner critic, and we start to become the Lilith of our own lives, letting go and leaving places where we are being tolerated but not celebrated, and walking into confidently with this Aries fire energy into spaces where we either already are celebrated or we create those spaces for ourselves and for others, for we are all one. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Take care, beautifuls. Mwah.